everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video. I know it's a little bit monotonous, it is another van, but this is a free van and you never look a gift horse in the mouth, as they say. There's a little bit more of a story to it, and I will pick up now, this van will not be available for sale. We will be keeping it and no amount of money would buy it. It's actually my father-in-law. I pop down there most weekends with my missus, and he keeps saying he's sitting there, he's retired now, he's not doing nothing. Rob, would you like to have it? It's free of charge. It's not worth anything to sell on. Do you want it? And my missus, she loves doing a boot fair in the summer. I don't know what the big fascination is, but she loves it. And she said, we can use it for that and you can use it for work. So we're going to head down there now and we're going to pick it up. Unfortunately, I can't record loading it up. It is his property, so I don't really want to film the location. But as soon as we do pick it up, we'll pick up where we left off and I'll show you the van and let you know what it's like. Here we are, guys. Just got back to the yard. Unfortunately, the battery is quite dead, so we wasn't able to start it. But it's a Vauxhall Combi. It's been really well looked after. And it was actually a year old when he bought it from a main dealer. And there's a couple of bits inside I'll show you in a minute. He actually had electric windows fitted when he bought it from the main agent, Perry's. Chris has just, here he is now, man with the jump pack and the pump. A few weeks ago when I went down there, I actually run a bucket of water over it because it started looking quite sore, and I was just looking there. I'm not going to give up my day job to be a car washer. I've missed some bits of it. We've got a flat tyre and a flat battery. Chris has just gone and got the pump. Hopefully we can get it running. And then I suppose we'll take it out for a drive, shall we?
Give it a go.
Yeah. Well, he's going to chuck the jump pack on and we'll give it a go. I was struggling there to walk up the side of the... I don't know what I've done with the keys. Here we go. Yeah, I should have given it 2 glows really. It hasn't got a glow plug light, so yeah, we're gonna have to put a battery charger on it, guys. Let that charge up for a bit because the jump pack's flat, and we'll cut back. Unbelievable. We literally just got the time lapse out because we knew we was going to be messing around out here for ages. And Chris said, oh, we'll try that old Jag battery with the jump leads, put them on. And it fired straight up. Obviously the diesel had run back. When I first cranked it, it was pulling it up there and there just weren't enough power in it. We're going to get this tyre pumped up and then get it unloaded. I've done a few miles in it to clean the brakes up. They was quite grindy and grubby, and to be honest, I'm quite impressed with the little van. It's quite old, it's done 118,000. There's no knocking, no donking. I know that he had it meticulously looked after and serviced every year when it was MOT'd. Check these out, look, you don't see these in a combo van. Electric windows. He actually had those fitted. When he went to pick the van up, he didn't realise it had wind-up windows. See the blanks they put in? And he said, oh no, I've got to have electric windows. I mean, that was a long time ago. This was a year old when he bought it, but I'm quite happy with it. And most importantly, it was free. So that's absolutely fantastic. And I think it's really going to come in handy. It really is going to come in handy. Hopefully, Chris, you don't sell your van. because I'll be using this all the time now, and in the summer my missus will use it to go and do them boot fairs, so we'll have to get back to the workshop and have a bit of a plan for it. Chris, what do you reckon?
Yeah, give it a clean up, mate.
Let's go back to what, yeah, actually we was meant to be picking something up this morning. I'm not going to give it away too much, but that's not happened now. That's why we've ended up with a little bit of time on our hands today. Let's go back and just give this a quick little tidy up. Later now, and you wouldn't believe how hard it is to find these little parts for that van. So I've been collecting them for the last few days, and now we're going to bring it in the workshop. Hopefully Chris is, here he comes. We're going to bring it in, we're going to fit the aerial, the wheel cap, the wheel arch, plastic wheel arch there, and we're actually going to give this van the quickest freshen up in the world. We're just going to go as fast as we can and try and get it looking quite smart. Try and get a bit of shine back on it, get all this black all looking nice, and hopefully you're going to pick up the clock in the background. We noticed it was in the video of the little i10 and people really liked it. They said we can see how long it really is taking. So we're going to set up and we're actually going to spin it up and try and get as much of it done as we can. I'll stop talking about it and actually get on with it. A very quick pass I wanted to cut in just to show what a difference that has made with that mop. Just 5 minutes, a quick pass over one side of the bonnet. If I stand there, I've actually just done one side. Look at the difference. It's really going to smarten this up, I think. I better go because we're against the clock. Of hours there going over it with a mop, but you really can't see how nice it has come up. I do need to just whip it down. It's the best and easiest way to do it. Take it to the car wash. They got that powerful jet wash. They go round, clean it, they do all the trims, and then after, when it needs it, I can go round and give it a little hand polish. But the shine is back there, but it is covered in polish and little dots. It's just, you can't get away from it because you do one door and then it all splashes up the quarter. So you move on to the quarter, then it all splashes up on the door. Chris is just going around, you can see where it's seeped through on the edges, just giving them all a good wipe over. I'm going to whip down, get this cleaned, all the outside, and get all this out of the rubbers and plastics and see what it does actually look like now. But guys, look at that shine there. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. It really does look different. It was very, very flat. Again, with the mop, I'm no professional with it. I just know enough to get by. And it's been quite enjoyable actually doing this because it took me back to where I first started in the motor trade. I used to pop down the auction on a Monday night, buy something like this, ex-fleet or company, take it home. Didn't even have a mop back then in that day. You'd have a bucket of hot soapy water and various other bits and pieces, and I'd tart them up and put them up for sale and hopefully try and earn a few quid on them. Anyway, I'm starting to waffle on. Let's get down and get it washed. I'm just saying to Chris, I've just got back from the car wash. I think we're going to have to start getting out of bed earlier in the morning. It's like 5 o'clock and it started getting dark already. The van has come up lovely and I'm so glad that we took a few hours out today to get it as tidy as it is now. It's never going to be a showpiece. but it's perfect for what me and my missus are going to need it for. And again, if a family member or someone needs to borrow a van, it's going to be sitting there available for them to use. I am going to have to run over it at the weekend with a hand polish because there's quite a few swirl marks, but just for a quick brief walk around, you can see this panel here is quite dark, and the top half of that you can see at some point has been painted. I've put my torch on here. I'm just going to cut and actually turn that off because it's quite horrible. I don't know why I turned that on there. I was thinking it was going to help me out, but these are just watermarks that you can see running down. It has come up really, really clean. Even inside come up a lot nicer than I was expecting. But that bonnet, it's incredible how flat that was and it come back. But you can probably see a little dark shadow there, and that's where I tried doing half of it to show half and half. I've actually missed a bit there, so again I'll get that with a hand polish. And a lot of these little white dots, they actually do come off because they're paint. He was a maintenance guy, my father-in-law, so obviously this has been sat there and he's been up a ladder doing some paint, and it's come down and landed on the van. I've got that wheel cap, and that's actually the spare wheel, so I'm going to put the other wheel back on. And again, I know it is getting dark, but you can see the shine off of it on that. You can see the other van in the background there. That bit of paint on the bumper, I mean, we could probably get that off if we needed to, but ultimately, is it really worth it? Is it causing any problems? It's not. And the inside, again, you can't see it great because of the light, but it's come up very, very nice. You would have seen Chris running round, sticking that arch on, putting the area on because it was missing. Guys, I'm starting to waffle on and it is getting quite late, so we'll leave it there. Getting carried away when I'm talking, and I'll end up talking for hours. I'll bump into somebody down the burger van when I'm getting a coffee, and I end up sitting there chatting to them for 45 minutes, so I have to know where to draw the line. That little van, again, we appreciate it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but you know, he's give that to me and I am going to keep it. And Chris said, Rob, just do a video on it, show what you used to do, because he knows obviously that's what I used to do until I got into the salvage. The salvage was the next step. I used to go and buy a car down the auction. Copart even used to do a salvage auction, and then after you used to be able to go inside there, and they had a burger van and they had a run and drive, and it was like a morning out on a Thursday. And I always used to buy something down there, get a lift down there with one of the other guys that was buying, and I used to buy a run and drive, bring it home and just clean it up like that. Back then it was hand polish and a bucket of soapy water, and put it in the paper and, you know, try and make a living out of it. And back in the day I used to do really, really well out of it. You can still do it, that little van. They start chatting and then somebody rings me. So yeah, you can buy them vans for £500, put a bit of love into them, spend a day cleaning them up and polishing them. I mean, that van looks like it's all of £800, Chris, right? It's definitely worth that sort of money. 995, Chris is saying. And I'll make him right. It is a good little thing and it's come up really, really nice. Anyway, I'm getting carried away, I'm waffling again. We just wanted to pick up on one thing, didn't we? What we was discussing earlier. The comments. I know quite a lot of you do watch to the end, so you are going to see this. And the last thing in the world we want is anybody saying, any comments saying, just ignore them, Rob. Don't forget the haters. We do. We got quite thick skins, and I've got an even thicker skin through YouTube. But we just wanted to pick up the fact that lately I've actually had to block a couple of people. Now, we've got it set up, and a lot of what would you call it, hate words and swear words and just inappropriate words and language. We have actually got as much as we can blocked on there. So, you know, we're quite happy with the comments that come through. No one says nothing out of line, and if they try to, it doesn't quite work. But the couple I've blocked lately, somebody in particular, I'm not going to get into it too much, but somebody commented quite a nasty comment, so I deleted it and blocked them. And straight away, they opened a new account and done the same sort of thing. And the channel is all about positivity, and we're trying to help everybody and letting them know how to do things and etc. I'm getting carried away again. The hate the personal messages, the personal comments, like, it ain't Chris's fault. He's got a bald head. His hair fell out. You know, so what? And people comment on that, and it ain't nice. And various other comments about me as well. And we're not interested in personal comments, guys. So I hope that weren't too much of a rant. I seem to be going on, and we need to shut the video. So don't forget, follow us on Instagram, where we put little sneak peeks out throughout the day. Like, subscribe and share, and we'll see you very, very soon in the next one.